this program follows these two people who are deeply connected to Oita and keeping traditions alive. They travel across Japan to discover beautiful traditional cultures and share the stories behind them.
In Beppu, a town famous for hot springs, Hiiro protects and passes down Yunohana, a special crystal formed from hot spring water.
In Kunisaki, a spiritual region, Seiji grows Shichitoui, a rare traditional material used for tatami mats. So this podcast is mainly in Japanese, but we decided to do the one episode once in a month in English. So what we're gonna do is it's a recap the whole month. So today we're gonna talk about the episode 0. That's we discussed about why we started this podcast, and then episode 1 is the Hiro's place. She talks about the Yunohana and her business, and the second episode I talked about the story work, and of course we visited the pottery place called Usuki. It's in Oita Prefecture, and we interviewed a daughter of the craftsman, but she does like a marketing and part of the business, and then she grew up in the very local family business environment. And then fourth episode we discussed about we interviewed the Taki, name is Taki. So we talked about like the reactions, like what she talked about and what we learned from her. So let's begin. So let's start from the episode 0. So we talked about why we started. Do you remember why we started? So the reason why we started the podcast. So when we went to Fukuoka Prefecture and we visited like an incense factory there, and they do like a really traditional incense. Like I think it's exists since like 600 years ago or something, like oldest incense and like Japanese style, and they use water wheel to crush the branches, cedar branches and stuff. So there are only 2 places makes the incense, that kind of style, in Ibaraki Prefecture and Fukuoka Prefecture. So while we went there, we were like, oh, we want to visit like more traditional like craftsman places, mainly Oita and Kyushu, but sometimes like other areas as well. And we want to talk about our business as well. Like then, like we decide to do the podcast because it can help to introduce other craftsmen in the local area, and also we can talk about our businesses as well. And then she took over the family business, and then I am completely a stranger. I'm from Osaka, and I moved to Oita to do the Shichitoui business. So our perspective is like so different, but we are still like young, the generation who's in the traditional industry. So we decided to start a podcast. Yes.
Yes.
How do you like it so far? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying. It's very fun to learn from different people to do like working for craft. I learned a lot from them. Yeah.
Yeah. And also we want to reach out to like people who from other countries. Yeah, because often in my case, sometimes people wants to visit the Shichitoui, and then if they're from overseas, they're often interested in the how work as well, because it's both in the local like traditional businesses. So then we wanna. So if we speak in English, that's more chances to reach out to people from overseas. So sometime like I had a visitor who came to Japan. They didn't plan to come to Oita first, but they knew me through like social media, and in the end they decided to come to Oita to see my work and how I work as well. So I can see there's a potential and demand of this kind of podcast because we are actual craftsmen, and then we can speak English and then visit other places. So this is like our like English learning program as well.
Yeah.
Yes, because when someone visit here, we gotta talk to them in English, mainly English. So
Like for now, I'm not confident on my English, but I hope my English improves through this
you
podcast.
will definitely, yeah. Like people when they like learning like something, they often like especially in Japan, like they read like books, like a very like school style like learning process. Some it works for some people, but like if you ever been to Japan, like if it's in Tokyo, maybe it's different. But many people don't even speak English, so they're having like the problem with communication. So it's better. They just do it is the best way. So that's the episode 0, and the first episode. So I visited her workplace, and then she talked about her business. Could you tell them about like what you do?
Okay, I will try to explain. So my work is to make skincare, and we use especially like local elements. Like Beppu is famous for hot spring. We call onsen in Japanese, and this onsen has very effective for skin or health. That's why we like take onsen or clay from Beppu, then put in make skincare with these elements. And this company I took over from my father because my father passed away 4 years ago. Then I decided to take over his company, and yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Like when you were in university, like you decided to work in Tokyo, but unfortunately, like her dad passed away, and then you decide to like change your like life decision, no working in Tokyo.
Yeah, I want to experience like big city life after my university because we are graduated from same university, and it's in very small city. Yeah, so
it's on top of the mountain.
And I was born in Beppu in like same area. That's why I wanted to experience big city. Yeah, but I felt like what my father did is very interesting for me. So yeah.
Yeah, you've been watching your parents. They're working for that like since you were a kid.
Yeah.
How is it like so far?
I feel it's very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult to manage the company. Is very difficult.
Yeah, like I can imagine. Like my case, like I didn't know anyone from here, so I could start everything like from like scratch. But her case, like some of the employees, like you know them like since you're a kid.
Yeah.
So as an employee, like CEO's daughter suddenly became the CEO, and the like hierarchy in the organization, like she became like top. So like lots of employees are like older than you, and then they followed your dad. So you have to like kind of like change.
Yeah.
Like as from the beginning, like without any like working experience or anything like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's difficult.
Yeah. But what we do in business is very fun. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Our specialty っていうかな。Our specialty is to make produce Yunohana. Yunohana has like 300 of history in Beppu, and Yunohana is crystal of hot spring. So in Myoban area, Myoban gas come out from the underground. We use this gas from underground. Then we put clay from mountain and make chemical reaction, and then crystal glow. Yeah, we call this crystal Yunohana. So Yunohana, yeah.
So basically, like she uses like natural like resources to make the skincare product, and then your family has been running the business like for 300 years. Yeah. Like when I visited the grandma house, there's a letter from the Tokugawa, the guy, right? Like, thank you for like making the crystal or something like that. I couldn't read. It's like it's all Japanese, but it's something like that, right? Yeah. What else? So that's about the crystal, and the management side is difficult.
Yeah.
Is there any like change like before you took over the business and after you took over the business, like your personality?
I think I was very shy compared to now. Yeah. I couldn't like speak or talk like this, but I changed. I tried to be more
open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an interesting part is she used to live in France as the ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Right, like when you were in junior high school. 4 years.
Junior high school for 4 years.
What about the French? Do you speak in French?
I speak French, yeah, better than English.
Yeah, if there's any like French people like it wants to visit, like it's easier for her. So that's the summary of the episode 1, the first episode, and the second episode about my business. I think lots of listeners, this podcast listeners, some of them are like my followers who's following me on social media. So I think I'm gonna repeat the same thing for them. But so I'm from like Osaka. I grew up in Osaka, but I went to university in Beppu, the Asian Pacific University. And after I graduated from the university, I went to Nagoya, and I was working in the like AI startup company. It's like a factory automation business. So I visited the factory, and mainly like Oita Prefecture, the Nagoya is known for the car manufacturing. So I visited the car factories, and then their workers checking like this part is okay to sell or not. So my work was using the AI and the camera and PC to replace the human to the machine. That was my work. But I always wanted to do like something like related to the Japanese like traditional thing. It is because when I went to LA when I was 16, I wasn't interested in Japan at all because there are so many like weird rules and like people, and I felt like the LA would be the best place to live. So I went there, and but I met the people from all over the world, and then I found out like lots of people are interested in Japan. So after I came back from LA, I was like, like Japan might be actually a cool country. Like I want to do something related to like traditional thing. But then, so when I was working in Nagoya, I visited Oita to see my old roommate, and then he was interested in Shichitoui during that time, and I didn't know about it like when I was in university. Then I was like, actually, this is really cool. Like there are only like a few farmers left, so if I take over the business, I can carry the tradition to the next generation, and it's something really Japanese, like tatami. Like a tatami, like made historically, it's made in the Japan thing. Then it's like a half year farming, the farmer's life, the half year like weaver, like more craftsman life, and like that would be really cool. And then I quit my job and I decided to move to the Kunisaki in Oita to start my business like 4 years ago. And then I visited farmers, and then they were um, like, are you willing to to do this job because it's tough, like physically tough, because half of the year like no income, so only the weaving the season you can make income, and you have to survive like whole entire like, summer from that the income, and also you have to wake up really early. So when I visited the farmer, the like master, he said like, um, do you can you wake up early in the morning, like, and are you like willing to like serve the like very like poor life, because it's poor, like um the price of the tatami is raising, but still um basically you have to plant by hand and harvest by hands and then weed by hands. So like we can make only one tatami surface per day basically. So if you want to grow more, that means you have to hire people. So that means it costs. And then it's all by the can done by the human, no machines. So it's kind of difficult to increase the profit, the business, the structure itself. So but I was like, even if I couldn't do that, um, even so, just the carrying the tradition itself, like it would be cool. So I decided to do this job, and then like I've heard there are multiple people who would try to do this business like before me, like young age, and wants to do this business, but just 1 year or 2 years, and they just they gave up. It is because it's physically tough and mentally tough, and you cannot even make that much money. And then the Shichitoui only grows in Kunisaki, this local area. So basically, like you cannot move anywhere. Like you have to be here to do all the work. So that's why they gave up. But I was like, like I could see the potential. Like this is different from the regular Igusa. The basically Shichitoui is like 5 to 6 times stronger than Igusa, and also very resistant. So as material itself, it's like it's different than Igusa. So back in the day, the residence area, people used to use the Shichitoui tatami, and then for the guest room, they use the Igusa tatami. The Igusa is the one that you often see, has edges and stuff, but Shichitoui tatami is square format, like no edges. That's a very like people used to use it for the durability back in the day, but now it's changed. It's flipped. The value flipped. So Shichitoui is so even if you want to get Shichitoui tatami, you have to wait 2 years to get, unless like you're lucky if someone has it and can get it. So that amount of like demand is there, but no one wants to do it. So I was like, I'm gonna do it and then make it bigger. Like not even in Japan, like the all like world. So now I'm selling the US market mainly, but I sell in Japanese market. But this year I'm starting to sell the European market as well. So and also there are crafts as well, like this, like cushion and this kind of shoes. This one is really special. I want to talk about it at some point. So there are like grass crafts as well. So as a farmer, I can make tatami, but also I can make crafts as well. And it's like something really historical thing. So I think, yeah, that time I saw the potential, and then actually it's working now. So it's good. So that's the about the episode, the second episode, and third episode. So we visited the first guest. So we visited Usuki City. It's in Oita Prefecture, and there's a girl who supporting her like family business. So Usuki Pottery. So basically, that pottery, in Edo period, maybe like 300 years ago, 200 years ago, something, like really long time ago. There's a daimyo, the someone who ruled the area, told the pottery people like we wanna make like local pottery, but because they didn't have money that time, so that pottery business itself it's last maybe 10 years or something, and after like 200 years, the her dad decided to revive the pottery itself. So and then we interviewed the daughter of the craftsman, and then what she does is mainly the marketing. So she makes like social media contents and then reach out to more people. And I think in 1 year she gained um 20,000, 30,000 the followers. And also sales increased like 3 or 4 times more or something like that. And actually she has kind of similar like background. Like she lived in San Diego. Yeah. So she learned about Montessori like education or something. I think you guys know more than like Japanese people. So she learned that in San Diego, and then came back to Japan, and then like, started to helping the family business. But she lives in Tokyo and Usuki like maybe half a year like, in Tokyo, half a year the Usuki city to helping the family business. And it was really interesting, like her like the strategy about the business. Do you remember?
She used threads,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. So the platform, do you guys know like Threads? That's the Instagram version of the like X. So when she decided to help the family business, the Instagram already like so many people, TikTok many people, the X so many people. So but the Threads is connecting to Instagram, so she focused on Threads to gain the followers first, and then it worked. So people who started to follow on Threads, and then people who use the Threads goes to the Instagram, and then reach out to more people, and then Instagram there are like the videos and the text and also the photos, the main, and then she gained many like reach out to many people, and then also the interesting part is she can she's been watching the family since they're a kid, and then she lived in Tokyo, and then she's not craftsman, so she can see the family business as like a third person, like not the artisan itself. So that perspective, so if you see her like social media, it's all like someone outside of the like business person's view, like you can tell like my dad is doing this kind of weird thing. So that's it's kind of catchy, like so people who don't know about the crafts, when they see, they could feel the same way as her. that's how that's how like strategy, and it's really smart. Yeah. What did you think about it?
Mm.
because like we both
Mm.
work in the industry, like
Mm.
as craftsmen and also like running the business. So for us, it's kind of difficult to see the like business that way because we are in the business. But she get to see from outside, and that perspective, like we need to have, and to reach out more people, then tell the story about she can her personality as well. Like she's really close with family. So when we asked her, like if there's any like a fight, like each other, and then she said no, like she understands, um, like her like position. So no stressing the craftsman at all, just doing the work as outsider, and then make content. It was really nice. Actually, she's saying university.
Yeah.
She's from some university.
And now we are preparing for product with Taki-chan. Yeah. Like, so Taki-chan's father make pot, small pot, and I make like moisturizer or cream lotion. Then we make collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, we saw the pottery itself, and then the feeling is kind of different, like more like a soft looking. It reminded me of the Arita pottery, like the beginning of the Arita pottery, like Edo period. Now the Arita pottery is like very like neat, like looking. But one time I saw Arita pottery when they started like, in Edo period, and the clay it wasn't like perfect the compound maybe that time, so it's more like a looking soft looking. Like if you know about pottery, like you understand. Yeah, so it's really fun. Like the we interviewed a friend, but now like she like starting the business with her, making product. That would be cool. And also we asked about the Usuki, the place itself, and she said like it's nothing there. So that comes her mind. Do you remember what she said?
Like, half time in year she lives in Tokyo, right? So it's very opposite environment for her. So it helps to like be creative.
Yeah, I feel the same way, like living in the countryside. Because I grew up in Osaka and I moved to like Kunisaki. Kunisaki is like is close to the airport, but for example, like the public transportation, like there's a bus, but it's twice in a week, and only in the like Wednesday morning, only two. That's it. So like you have to make it. Cause there's interesting like saying that lots of the manga, the writer, the authors, they're from the rural area. And then the reason is if you are living or grow up in the city, you satisfied with just consuming products. Because if you go to like animate or something like that, you can buy stuff and then you get satisfied. But if they're living in the countryside, there's nothing, no shops or anything. So you have to make it your own, and that creates the own world and the help the creativity. I think it works in the same way. Yeah. So that's about the third episode, and the next one, the fourth episode. So it's about um. So we interviewed Taki. So we discussed about what we learned from her. And then what did we learn?
I learned from her like how to use like social media. I did
Mm,
it was new to me like to uh use threads and from third position. Mm.
yes.
Mm.
I mean, actually, as a social media like strategy, it's really smart.
Smart.
Like basically, if you jump on the new platform and if you can take position, it's easy to gain. So all the platform follows like following the same like cycle. Like something pops up and then people jump in the first. Even the content quality is not that great, but you can get views and followers. And then it's more people like joins and then gets more competitive and difficult. So and then she found like a right platform to jump in. And what else? Yeah, and also we have to continue making the content to reach out more people. And so for example, my case, like in my work, doing the same thing like over and over and over and over and over, like just planting and then harvesting, like weaving, like doing the like there are some kind of differences, but basically doing the same thing over and over and over. So how can I like explain um like this part? Like, because if I don't do anything, like, it'll be just same repeating the same thing over and over. Like people will get bored. So I have to make change, but that's kind of like a difficult part. I feel like, and but like she has so many ideas to. So she was like she explained like wake up in the morning and she has like maybe like 3 or 4 ideas in head and then deciding like which one I should make today and then make something like that. So like I think if you are in the business, it's um little bit like more difficult to do that kind of work because you have to run your own business and then like these marketing part tend to like kind of difficult to pay attention to it like all the time. But actually that's the most important part as business, I think, the making the brands and the marketing part, because marketing exposes the actual business. So if you are making good thing, it's gonna help a lot uh to like reach out more people and talk about the product. But also another part is so when you tell the story, um you need to know about the detail to tell the story. And for example, if you ask someone, for example, like marketing company to do the job, if they don't know about the product, same level as artisans, it's kind of difficult to like explain. So in the Taki case, it's a family business, so she's been watching for long. That's why she understands the business itself really well. That's why I think that helped uh, her work. And then like our side, we understand the most about our businesses, and so we have to decide like which part we show, like which part we don't show, and then is it okay to like mix with personal like stuff or not? Like so it's that part like we are kind of easier to like manage that part. But my case I'm doing by myself, so it's kind of easy. But her case, she has like employees, and then she has to do her CEO job, and then plus she has to make content as well. So that would make like difficult. Like I remember you said you asked the like a marketing company once.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I thought of like ask to do like SNS marketing
Mm-hmm.
to marketing company, but it was difficult to communicate with them
Mm-hmm.
because I know 100% of attraction of Yunohana,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's even I try to explain,
Mm-hmm.
like I can't tell 100% of attractions. I
Mm.
feel.
Yeah, that kind of problems happens. So often I hear like if you wanna do like social media like marketing, the CEO like should do that. Like don't ask the employees. It's okay to ask employees, but if they don't understand the like value, like same as like CEO level, it's not gonna work. Yeah. So like you experienced it, like it didn't work, and then you decide to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So that's about like episode 4. So that's the main part of this like summary of this month. And if you wanna like listen to like more like English content, like, we might be able to create more like English content in the future. So, or like if you have any thoughts on this conversation, please comment or DM me. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you.
Bye.